The story of the telephone. When the world found its voice. Once upon a time, long before the world could call or text, silence ruled the earth. If you wanted to talk to someone far away, you had to write a letter. Your words would travel by horse, by ship, or by train. And sometimes they never arrived. Distance was a wall that kept hearts apart. A mother in one town could not hear her son's voice in another. A husband could not speak to his wife. Across the sea, people waited and hoped, but there was one man who dreamed of breaking that wall. Alexander Graham Bell. The dreamer who loved sound ball was not just an inventor. He was a teacher of the deaf, a man who believed that sound was a bridge between silence and understanding. He studied how voices moved through air and wondered, could sound travel through wire too? Day and night, he worked in his small lab with his assistant, Thomas Watson. They connected wires, built wooden devices, and whispered into strange instruments. People laughed at him, saying, "You can't send a voice through a wire, Alexander. That's impossible." But Bell didn't stop. He believed that every voice deserved to be heard. Then came the day, March 10th, 1876. Bell was working as usual, trying to fix a transmitter when some acid spilled on his clothes. He called out instinctively, greater than Mr. Watson, "Come here, I want to see you." And then, from the next room, Watson heard the words clearly through the wire. It was the first telephone call in history. Bell's eyes widened. His dream had come true. He didn't just invent a machine, he invented a way for art to speak across distance. At first, people didn't believe it. How can a voice travel through electricity? They asked. But soon curiosity spread. Telephone lines began to rise like spiderwebs between houses. Wooden boxes with wires and bells became the art of homes and offices. Families could talk across towns. Lovers could whisper across cities. Businessmen could strike deals without traveling for days. The world suddenly felt smaller, and for the first time in history, people were truly connected. The first phones were simple wooden boxes. You had to crank a handle to make a call and speak into a cone-shaped mouthpiece. Then came the rotary phone with a round dial you spun for each number. It clicked softly like a heartbeat. Next was the push-button phone. Faster, cleaner, modern. And then in the 1980s came something magical again. The mobile phone. At first it was huge, heavy and expensive. Only rich people or top businessmen carried them. But technology kept growing smaller, smarter and stronger. Soon, everyone could have one, and in pockets, in hands, everywhere. Today, the phone is more than a talking device. It's a camera that captures memories, a map that shows direction, a library that holds the world's knowledge, and a friend that connects you to anyone, anywhere. From letters that took weeks to calls that take seconds, humanity has come a long way. And it all began with one man who wanted to help the deaf hear. The moral of the story. Alexander Graham Bell didn't just create a telephone, he created connection. He taught the world to speak, to bridge hearts, to shorten distance, to make silence sing. So next time your phone rings, pause for a moment. Behind that sound is a story, a dream that started in a small room, a voice that crossed wires, and an invention that changed how love, friendship, and life itself are shared. The telephone wasn't just an invention, it was humanity learning to talk and to listen. In Toastons, the end.